Okay, so today was quite a tough day. Nasdaq just pushed to all-time highs, just continued gradually moving its way up, which is difficult because you can't just jump in long hoping that it carries on because you just know that it's going to pull back. To be fair, this is what it does in this trade. We were sort of bouncing around break even today. We took a massive trade right at the end, which put us up massively, but I didn't record it unfortunately. So a lot of these trades we were sort of sat in as well for a little while. So big push up as soon as we opened. We then chopped around for a little while and then we started to push again. Shorting against the trend probably isn't a good idea. To be fair, the trade that we took at the end of the day was a short. Market just looked like it was stalling out. Didn't really want to go. In this particular trade here, we are conscious that we're into the we're sort of finding support a little bit on the opening range high, so there's that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was just trying my luck. Luckily, we picked up a little bit of momentum. A little bit of volume came into the market, and we moved down pretty rapidly there. So yeah. Again, this one we were sat in for a while. A lot of work for not a whole lot of pay for this one. Hit this big doji candle. Previous 5 minute chart, putting a bottom wick on current candle, and we're starting to push a little bit. In hindsight, this one did push up, push way back to the top of the range, and kept going. So obviously we could have held this, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. There's just no way of knowing really that it was actually going to go. So yeah, again, we move our stop for this one. Sorry, what was I saying? Moved our stop here just to, if it was going to pull back and continue moving down, at least we were protected. We ended up just jumping out of it manually, to be fair. So this one got that break of a bull flag. We're running into a pivot point, but given the fact that the trend has just been up for the last few days, I was kind of hoping that pivot point wasn't really going to impact us too much. That obviously did. Again, it's a little bit like, a couple of days ago where the market was just chopping and it was in a range, and you sort of say, well, if you just sell the bottom, so if you just buy the bottom and sell the top, you can just play that range all day. It's easy, but it's not. And it's like here as well today, market is, it's pushing to new highs. So in theory, you should be able to trade it easy. You should be able to trade it easily because it's moving up. You just put on a long and sit back and watch, but it's just not as simple as that. This one here again, similar situation. We move our stops, manually stop ourselves out, just fully expecting it to come back on us. Because even though the market's pushing up, the ins candle price action's all over the place. It was a bit silly taking on a long here, admittedly. We stopped ourselves out of this one before it was going to really screw us over. But yeah, I think there was one more trade that we recorded after this that worked out quite nicely. And then, we did take a short, which, it did really well, but unfortunately we didn't record that one. Just felt like the market wasn't going to push up any higher, so we threw a short on and it paid quite nicely.